The peacock named Pakka Scholars should be foolish at times for peace. In the past, there were 3 birds, a peacock, a Salika, and Egret, living in a nest on a nearby tree. At that time, there were 3 forest hikers in Cambodia, who wandered into the forest to catch wildlife. The 3 hunters spent the whole day searching for wildlife, but when they returned home in the evening, they found 3 young birds in a nearby nest. One by one, the 3 hikers, who were in love with the 3 birds as if they were their own, thought that we should try to raise them, teach them good manners, and give them to the king as a dowry. A peacock who raises peacocks tries to train them to know how to dance and bow down, while a peacock is a short-sighted animal, who always tries to follow until he knows how to dance and bow down according to his master's wishes. Another savage who raises children, Salika, also tries to train him to learn to speak human language. Salika is a short-sighted animal, who tries to talk as long as he can talk to people. Another ranger, who raised Gok, tried to train him as he wished, but Gok, a long-term doctor, thought that I should not be a dancer, a talker, a prostitute. Following the advice of this wicked forest ranger, if I were a wise man, I would be a savage and put it in my chest for the rest of my life. With that in mind, he ignores the advice of the owner of the forest. If he is forced to do so, just shout. One day, the foresters took the 3 birds to the king. The king saw the birds and he thought, Malpreme, what are the advantages of this peacock? The peacock lord prostrated himself, and said, "Oh, imaginary peacock, you know how to dance, you know how to dance, you know how to bow down. You use the peacock to worship the king." The king saw this and was very pleased, so he ordered him to be tied up nearby. He asked the caretaker of the school, and the caretaker bowed down and said, "Your Majesty can speak human language," also ordered to be tied next to the peacock. I asked the keeper of Gok again. The keeper of Gok prostrated himself, and said, "O Samdik Tep, this cock is the most ignorant animal. No matter how hard I try to train him, he does not know anything, he only knows how to shout." Cock Bandith, when his master told the king, shouted. In that order, the king was very accommodating, so he ordered his men to take this goose and leave it. Do not leave it, because it is very foolish not to know how to talk to them. Cock Bandith, when he was released, flew to the top of the temple to recite the Ketha in human language. "Your Majesty, I am a wise doctor, my lord. Let me speak. I do not speak in order to free myself from bondage, while the peacock and Salika are very knowledgeable and have many bonds." The king listened to Cock Bandith's words, and exclaimed to So Sihanouk that Sathu, "You are a wise doctor." Cock Bandith also flew to his destination Hello. In that order, the king saw the peacock and Salika tied up with a sad face, and ordered him to be released.